looking into that. We've got majority of panels like Blacktown Pats or whatever. So.
Watch these boys, I'd say.
So the under-16 girls Division 1 Battle of the West game between the Toongabbie Tigers and St Mary's is about to get underway. This game is brought to you by ITF Hire. They deliver premium portable toilets, temporary fencing and Class A hoarding backed by reliable service and competitive pricing, trusted by builders, event organisers and projects of all sizes. ITF Hire keeps your site moving. Well, the Parramatta team, the Toongabbie Tigers, they were the third best placed Parramatta team in the under-16 ones. But unfortunately, no Bulls and no Cabra this weekend. So the Tigers have stepped in to fill the role. And they come up against a very, very strong St Mary's team. They won their grand final 60-0. 11 tries. In the season just gone, 2025, they scored a whopping 536 points and they gave up 4. And that, or those 4 points, were actually in the first game. That was against Emu Plains. So this could be a very, very tough match for the Tigers. couple of jersey changes for the Toongabbie Tigers. If you're tuning in for the live stream, Reggae Skinner Parai will wear 17, Puafisi Katoa's in 19, and Armani Cook will wear 24. St Mary's, they are, as per the app, as per the program, and they're getting set to go. So, referee getting set to call this one. And the referee blows time on. We're underway in the under-16 Girls Division 1, and first use of the football is going to be the Tigers, although the ball's going to bounce back into the in-goal area. And forced to go back and pick that one up is Audrey Urey. She's able to bash away outside the goal line. And this time Zara Floody trying to get forward. We go back towards the centre. And big shot on Reggae Skinner Parai. She's just short of the 20. Armani Cook feeding one of the teammates. There's not a lot of room to be made at the moment. St Mary's able to cope with the early shifts of the ball from the Tigers. And it's last tackle. So they're going to kick down and the ball bounces just over halfway. It's been cleaned up there by Sage McQueenie, and she's going to run the ball back into the defence, and straight away she's causing issues for the Tigers defence. Into acting half goes Larkham, and she's got some support on the outside, and that is To'ala. She's tackled. Come back through the middle, and this is Helen Gahu, the skipper. She's up towards the 20 before they finally get her to ground. Larkham in at acting half, gives the ball out to Niomata. And she's tackled inside the 20, so they've got options. They are starting to set the right-hand side up, but they're going to give themselves a little bit more room as they head out to the left, and they get the ball out to McQueenie. And there's some numbers out wide. They're trying to squeeze into the corner, but they're just short of the line. Quick play of the ball. There's no one in there. Going from acting half is To'ala, and no. We're going to see a changeover. So the Tigers survive early. And now they've got to work this ball out of the corner. And getting in there is Larkham and also Brown. They come back towards the centre again. And Armani Cook again feeding Audrey Urey. Try and get the ball centre field, just give them options at both sides of the ruck. As they come to the left again. And no room to move. They're being absolutely strangled in the early stages, the Tigers. Oh, bad pass from dummy half. Armani Cook picks the ball up nicely. She gets it up to the 30, but it is last tackle. So they go back to the left. They put the kick in over the top. They've got the wind, and it's going to get a nice bounce. Bounces away from Palu and going back to pick it up McQueenie. And McQueenie comes towards Manawar and beats her. And they're going to start the set from the 40. Larkham into acting half. Gives the ball out to To'ala, and she's pulled to ground by 3 Tigers. Going to go short side again, and this is Brown. And she gets the ball away. Larkham. Good support play from the acting half. Brown's going to go in and be the dummy half this time. Come back towards the middle. Running with the ball in 2 hands is Niomata. And She's trying to get to her feet for a fast play the ball. Larkham get the ball out to Helen Gahu. And she's trying to get through the line. She finally busts the tackle. But three girls bring her down just outside the 10. This is last tackle. Helen Gahu plays it. Larkham goes to the left. Gets the ball out to Toby Smith, who puts the kick through. The ball bouncing nicely, but it's been knocked on by St Mary's. And we'll see the Tigers get the ball back. Looks like Scarlett Barakat is going to be injected into the game early for the Tigers. Just looking for a bit more through the middle. Not a lot of room to move as they again try and work it out of this right-hand corner. They come back towards the middle. That's Yuri. Up towards the 20. She'll play it. And again, just up so fast, St Mary's. There's no breathing space at all for the girls in pink. Get back to Cook. Cook's got some support through the middle. Ella Hussain getting her hands on the football early. They're going to go to that right side. Hussain, she's got some support on the outside. But they can't break through. Last tackle. Ooh, just a little bit of a shove in the play the ball. Ball goes to Hussain. She puts the ball over the top. Again, she's going to find space. McQueenie's got to go back and chase this one. It's going to bounce into the in-goal area. Won't go dead. Great kick. How's the chase? As they get up there, Cook's in there to make the tackle. Also some support for Hussain. And Barakat is on the field. So that's a great kick and a great chase. Now St Mary's have to get back and do the work, get the ball out of their own end. Good strong run from Toma Falifa. And another strong run, trying to slip the pass, but that in the end takes the tackle. They're outside the 30. Only a couple of tackles gone in this set. And again, Larkham pinching yards. She started the game strongly. Go back towards the centre. Ball goes to Nuamata. And she's tackled last. So Larkham's going to go to the left. And this is Toby Smith. She's able to get the ball away. And got some numbers on this outside. Brown with it now. They get the ball out a little bit further. Big strong hit on Koala. And we're going to see the Tigers get the ball back. Well, St Mary's haven't fired too many shots in the early stages either, although they haven't had the field position. As the Tigers are going to try and work this one out. Toby Smith all over it. And Brown comes in over the top and lends her support. So trying to work it out from the 20, and now there's a penalty inside the 10. St Mary's caught encroaching. And so now a chance for the Tigers. We haven't seen many teams kicking for the line. Although Munawar's going to grab the ball, and she will. Does have the breeze behind her, and she's found good ground. She's going to get a side inside St Mary's territory. So the ball's bounced onto the other field. They've gone and collected that. Pilado's gone and fielded it for a team. And Hussain will take the tap. And straight away gives the ball out to Reggae Skinner-Parai. High shot on Reggae. She's won herself on the team a penalty. So Hussain will take the tap again. And they're going to kick for the line. No, they can't now. And they give the ball out to Armani Cook. And Cook's running into the defence. She's picked up and driven inside the 30. Good chance here for the Tigers as they come back towards the middle. Swarming again. Over the top is Tosala, really hitting hard in the defence. Munawar, long ball, gets gets it out wide. They've got some space. Showing speed is Katoa. And poor Fizi Katoa's just pulled down. Tolunga in at acting half. Gets the ball out to Manawa. They then find Yuri. And Audrey Yuri is tackled inside the 10. Into dummy half goes Skinner Parai. This is Marley. She comes back to the left-hand side. She'll go herself, looking to get the ball away, but they wrap her up. Manawa's in at acting half on last tackle. She'll put a little kick through. It ricochets off one of the St Mary's players, and they're able to clean it up. And all of that comes to nothing for the Tigers. After this part of 10 minutes, it's still 0-0. Tigers playing very well in the early stages as the ball goes out to To'ohala. And she's running through tackles and getting the ball away. Toby Smith is felled. And she's going to play it 35 out from her own line. They get the ball back to Brown, and Brown is brought to ground in a good strong tackle by Shayla Curtis. Back through the middle again, and this time it's Torsala. Tarsala's up into Tigers territory. Larkham into acting half. She's got Toby Smith on her outside. She steps off the left. She puts the kick through. Chase is coming. It's been well fielded. And now they're going to defence into attack. Big strong tackle by Brown when the player was on the ground. And now Pilato's dropped it. So what are they going to rule? They're going to say it's a turnover. Caitlin Pilato, she just lost the ball, trying to get up and play it. And this is a big chance for St Mary's as the ball comes out to Numata. And the Numata running over the top of a couple of players. The referee tells her to go back and play it. This time the ball comes out to Rates. And Rate is brought to ground inside the 10. Larkham looking for runners. She's got Toby Smith on her outside. Long ball. They've got numbers here, and they're going to open up the scoring. It's Amelia Kurawai Valoa. And first try goes to St Mary's. That try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. Really concentrated their attack through the middle, and then all of a sudden there was space on the outside. A couple of long passes, and Amelia found some space. And she was just able to roll over the top of the line and open up the scoring. So it's taken them the best part of 12 minutes to get on the scoreboard. Try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. Having the shot at goal is Chelsea. Toby Smith. So Chelsea's got this ball out. Tough one for the right footer, especially into the breeze. Plenty of kickers have been attempting this shot today and struggled. Oh, she's got it up and given it a chance. What a kick. Chelsea kicks it from the right touchline. And it's now 6-0 in favour of St Mary's. Of course, Battle of the West going right throughout today and tomorrow. Parramatta pulling it out of the fire last year, but what we've seen so far, especially on this number 1 field, it's been all Penrith. Games in all the age groups and sexes going on both sides of the field over the 2 days. Toongabbie have got the ball placed. And we're back underway. Big kick towards the sideline. Oh, bounces towards the sideline. It's picked up by Amelia Kurawai Valoa, and they're going to rumble and push and roll her into touch. Now, referee's going to blow a penalty. So the Tigers thought they'd done the good job. Referee said they'd called held. And it's going to be a penalty to Amelia and St Mary's. So Larkham is going to have a shot for the line. And she's going to find touch. Moves the ball up to the 40. So, what has St Mary's got this time? We know they've got a goal-kicking whiz in Chelsea, Toby Smith. And Amelia is going to hand the ball over to Abby. And she takes the tap and gives it to Tiana Raitt. And Tiana is heading up towards halfway. One pass off the ruck. They get it out to Solite Tosala. She's into Tigers territory. Larkham gets the ball out. A couple of passes wide is Toby Smith. She steps off that left foot. She's got support on the outside. Gets it out to McQueenie, who comes in off the left foot. And they're going to bring her to ground inside the 20. In fact, that's the 30. She's just inside. There's another strong run. Oh, they're still making yards at will here, St Mary's. Again, they come back to Toby Smith. She's got support on the outside, and this is Numata. And she's tackled just outside the 10. It's last tackle. They're going to have to go out to Toby Smith. They get the ball even wider. Showing it and going herself is Thompson Wavidi. And the ball's going to come back to the Tigers. Yuri just complaining to the trainers of a knock on the leg. She's on the sidelines at the moment for the Tigers. They could use her out there, there's no doubt about that. As they're giving the ball to Torlunga on first cab off the rank. Oh, what a shot from Jocelyn To'ala. They're going to kick early, and they've got a chaser. Will the ball sit up for them? It's rolling towards touch, and it's going to find touch just over halfway. Sage McQueenie was a long way to the left. So they're going to play the ball 45 out from their own line. Hurawai Valoa with the ball. And she plays it. And straight away they give the ball out to Ava Hurawai Valoa. And she's up towards the 40. This time taking a run is Numata. And getting up over the 30. Quick play the ball. Larkham goes to the left. They've got runners. Toby Smith look to go to her left. She finally gets there at the second opportunity. McQueenie. They're able to wrestle her to the ground right on the 20. There's again another strong run from Ava Hurawai Valoa. She's inside the 10. Take another hit up, this time to Valike Savisi, and she's held up over the line. So it's going to be Tigers ball. St Mary's 6, lead Tigers 0. In this under 16, Div 1. And the wind continues to howl. So, what have the Tigers got? They're going to come back towards the middle. Manawar shows it and goes. She's able to get the ball away too. They've got some space on that right edge. And play the ball on the 30. Come back towards the centre. There's no way through 3-4 green jerseys there to make the tackle. And again, just taking a scamper from dummy half, just trying something different. Cook gets the ball away. Yuri's back out there after the knock to the leg. She's tackled just short of halfway. They're going to come short side. Manawar puts the ball over the top again. Nice kick. It's going to go over the head of McQueenie. She's got to go back. And that ball looked like it was going to roll dead, but a really strong chase. And they've caught Sage McQueenie in the in-goal area. Great kicking game from Sienna Manawar. She's got a side on the front foot on a couple of occasions. So the ball goes over to Chelsea Toby Smith. Shows you the advantage of this breeze. 3 times Sage has been caught out from the deep kick. It's gone over her head. So Toby Smith, gee, she's got a boot on her too, into the wind. She's kicked that 35. And straight away the ball goes back out to Ruby Anozi Tuipolotu. And she's tackled just outside the 20. They head to the right, and this is Armani Cook. Cook trying to dance away towards the line. Getting into acting half is Skinner Parai. She's going to go to the right. She's got Hussein, and then back on the inside to Yuri. But Audrey's tackled. Yeah, flopping in over the top is Valiko Savezi. A chance now for the Tigers. So they're going to go to Barakat. And Scarlett thrown backwards on tackle 1. Skinner Parai gets the ball out to Cook, who's going to go for the barge over. But they're forcing her backwards. We've got options both sides of the ruck. So the ball comes out to Manawar. Long ball, bounces off the knees of Katoa. She's able to clean it up. Going for a run this time, it is Tolanga. She's got a runner off her shoulder. And a good strong run there too from Cook. They're going to go to the right. Manawar gets the ball out. Hussein, she's got some support. Going through the middle is Anozi Tuipolotu. Ball comes back. Again, Hussein spotted some numbers on the outside. Manawar running at them. She gets the pass out. Ball bounces off the chest. And the Tigers have scored. So Pilato gets her name on the try-scoring list. Thought it was going to all come undone when they threw the ball out. But Caitlin Pilato was able to get it at the second opportunity. And, well, St Mary's don't know what that's like to have tries scored against them. They've only given up one all year. So, taking the ball back a long, long way. $6-4. That try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. This kick with the wind, not as difficult as the one Toby Smith knocked over. Beautiful day. If there was no breeze, it'd be absolutely glorious. So, we'll line this one up from the corner. Plenty of air underneath it and adds the extras. Nice kick. Both the girls have got their kicking boots on in the early stages. Scarlett would be happy with that one. So it's 6-all. So we come back to halfway. There's 90 seconds to go in this first half. I was expecting a more one-sided affair. Tigers are really putting up a strong performance. So Toby Smith is about to get us back underway. Probably time for 2 sets here. As the ball goes down deep, Manawar is able to corral it. And it gives it out to Floody. She's unable to bust a tackle. A couple of passes off the ruck. It might be best just to put the the gun in the holster for the rest of the half. Get to half time at 6-all. Obviously, they do have the breeze at their back, the Tigers. Skinner, Parai. Oh, they're going to risk their hand. They're going to give the ball some air. And they're trying to make a break is Rachel Lunga. She's tackled short of the 40. Going for a dash now is Katoa. Fizi Katoa is tackled on last, right on the 40. So Skinner Parai gives the ball to Manawar, who gets the ball in over the top. They're playing deeper, but again, the ball's bounced over the St Mary's team. They're forced to go back. Oh, and now what's the referee going to rule? Can't be offside in your in-goal area, so in the end it was Sage McQueenie who had to clean up as the ball bounced away from Palu. And there goes the halftime siren. And the referee looks like he's going to force this kick. No. All right, so he's finally heard the siren. And, well, we go to the break, locked up at 6-all. One try apiece and two fantastic kicks. That was the St Mary's side opening the scoring through Amelia Pudawai Valor. And that was converted by Chelsea Toby Smith. And then Caitlin Pilato answered for the Tigers, and the Scarlet Barracat knocked that conversion over. So interesting to see the Tigers taking their girls inside to get out of the heat. And we're going to see St Mary's stay out on the field. This game is brought to you by ITF Hire, who delivers premium portable toilets, temporary fencing and Class A hoarding, backed by reliable service and competitive pricing, trusted by builders, event organisers and projects of all sizes. ITF Hire keeps your site moving. Second half about to get underway. And we're locked up in this under-16 girls Div 1. Of course, this game being live streamed as well. And this game is brought to you by ITF Hire, who delivers premium portable toilets, temporary fencing and Class A hoarding, backed by reliable service and competitive pricing, trusted by builders, event organisers and projects of all sizes. ITF Hire keeps your site moving. Yeah, the game did start a little bit late. For those that don't realise, one of our earlier games we had a player that had to be taken to hospital in an ambulance, so that constituted a fair delay, which has put us back some 10 or 15, maybe even longer. So we're trying to make up time as we go. And in this under-16 girls Div 1, Battle of the West, St Mary's and Toongabbie all locked up at 6 all. So, St Mary's, they're ready to go. Referee's back out in the middle. But the Tigers, here they come. Mascot and all. Led out by Sienna Munawar. And also there, Reggae Skinner-Parai. Marley Skinner-Parai and Havana Cook. She can fly when she gets the ball in open spaces. I've seen her run the length of the field try previously this season. Well, the Tigers have done a very good job. So 25 minutes on the clock. Had a few questions about what happens if we're all locked up at the end of the 25. We will play 2 periods of extra time, 2 5-minute periods. And if we're still locked up after that, we then go to golden points. Georgia Bibb about to blow time back on for this second half. And Tigers are going to kick the ball down towards the sideline. It's going to bounce into touch. Oh, smart play, giving their side plenty of opportunity. So they find touch 35 metres out from St Mary's line. And Ella takes the ball over. She's going to play it. Curtis picks the ball up from acting half, runs towards centre field, and she's absolutely monstered by Veoliko Savisi. And referee saying no, shot was a bit high, so penalty. So penalty's on the 30. Great point to start this set of 6. And straight away, NJ Cairns puts her head up, says, give me the ball. They pick her up and dump her. She's got 5 metres closer to the line. Skinner-Parai goes to the left. And taking that is Audrey Uri. And Uri is tackled. Going to go to the left again. Munawar shows it one way, throws the ball across to Taulanga, who's put the ball on the carpet, and that will mean St Mary's get the ball back. So now they've got to do all the hard work, get it outside their own 20. Been very strong, and straight away getting through the middle is Helen Gahu, the skipper. She's wrestling with the defence, and she's up towards halfway. Larkham in at acting half. Got some support on the outside. Trying to get the ball out. There's numbers. They get it out to Hurawai Valua. And she's going to play it. Come back towards the middle. And this is Numata. And she's running into the defence, and they push her backwards. The Tigers a chance to set their defensive line. Larkham gets the ball to Brown. She's got some support on the outside. She won't need it. She just winds up. Now she needs it. She's got numbers. They get the ball out to Toby Smith. She's got some support on the outside, and trying to crash in over the top is Hurawai Valua. And it's Ava this time. First try went to Amelia, and now it's Ava. Be Toby Smith who lines up to convert. That try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. Put Hirawai Valor with the try. So both Ava and Amelia getting on the try scoring list this afternoon. Now, Toby Smith, who kicked an absolute ripper in the first half without the wind. And this should be her side. Let's see what she does. We get a great view of this one. Chelsea just pulls it to the left. So it is now 10 points to 6 in favour of St Mary's. Ball comes back to halfway. And Sienna Munawar has the ball in the tee. They've been pretty crafty, the Tigers, with their kickoffs. Got the ball back from their last kickoff. See what they can do this time. Sienna, this time again, is going to kick towards that touchline, but big, strong run by Ava. And just getting up now. There's a Skinner Parai. Reggae has come off second best there. So, again, another strong run, this time from Valiko Savezi. She's up over halfway on tackle number 2. This is Brown. Isabella winds up. She's going to get to her feet quickly to play the ball. Larkham in at acting half. Gives it to Numata. She runs into Curtis. Bounces off her. Goes again. Ruby Patrick in there to make the tackle. Come to the left-hand side again. Toby Smith takes it. Steps away from one. They come again. And she's trying to back away towards the try line. So last tackle. Not who they want playing the football. Larkham will go back to the middle. Ball goes out. Going to get it even wider. Here goes McQueenie. McQueenie gets the ball out wider. Trying to slice through. Here's Hirawai Valor. And they're going to try and hold her up. I'll stop her progress. And that will mean the ball will go back to the Tigers. 5 minutes gone in the second half. And now it's time for the Tigers to roll their sleeves up and get this ball out of their own end. So first up, Katoa gets the ball out past the 10. And Yuri hitting a very strong tackle. She doesn't make too many metres. Very strong defenders. St Mary's as they bring Reggae Skinner Parai back underneath. She's just short of the 20 when she gets up to play it. Marley in at acting half. Hussain says, let's get out of here. Good chase coming through. Again, they found McQueenie out of position. The ball bounces nicely. Oh, what a brilliant pick up by Pilato. That was fantastic. Just ran through, tipped the ball up in the air and caught it and then runs around and scores under the posts. Wow. Caitlin Pilato. Hands must be covered in sticky tape. Knocked that ball up beautifully and then was able to scamper 45 and score under the posts. Try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. So it's 10-all with a kick to come. And all of a sudden, we've got a game on our hands. Scarlett is going to try and add the extras. She kicked one that was a lot tougher. How is that for a try? One of the better ones you'll see. They've had some luck with their kicking game today, the Tigers. Scarlett from in front. Yep, she's added the extras. So 12-10 in favour of the Tigers. And as I mentioned at the top, no Bulls who were the highest placed under 16 girls, no Cabra. But Toongabbie Tigers put up their hand and said, we will play, which is great to see. I think a lot of the Hills girls are at the OzTag Championships. So that's why they're not here. So, back to halfway, Chelsea Toby Smith. Get us back underway, 16 minutes. Still to go in this game. And they're going to kick towards the sideline as well. But that ball's going to bounce back in field for the Tigers. And they're going to secure it 25 out from their own line. So they give the ball out to Zara Floody. And Floody is tackled. Gets up to play it. This is Cook. Again, high shot. Armani hit high. A couple of high shots now from St Mary's. Brown. Again, a little bit high now. Ella Hussein's got the ball in her hands. She'd have to kick into the breeze, so she's just going to take the tap. They give it out to Barakat. Oh, what a shot! And the Scarlets rocked back towards the 40. Give the ball to Hussein, who gets Skinner Parai back on the inside. Reggae trying to get to her feet. Marley Skinner Parai at acting half. Gives it to Hussein. They've got some numbers out here. And they get the ball out to Pilato. We know she's fast if she gets into open spaces. But she's tackled. 45 out from the St Mary's line. They're going to throw the ball along the back line and are being forced backwards. So the ball finally goes back. No, it's been picked up by St Mary's, so a chance now. Katoa, she wasn't on that one quick enough. It's going to see a slow play the ball. As the ball comes back through the middle. This is Helen Gahu. Helen Gahu starting to wind up. She'll play it. Been told to go back a couple of steps. Play it again. So the ball comes to Rates. And she busts through one tackle, but there's another 3 girls there to make sure she can't go any further. They come to the left again. Toby Smith. Long ball. And they've got numbers again. McQueenie injecting herself into the back line. She's tackled. Markham into acting half. They give it to Brown, and Brown starting to wind up. But a very important tackle made by Zara Floody. Last tackle. There's a big hole in the defensive line. Larkham gets the ball out. Ball kicked through by Numata. And that is going to be a dropout. They want to get back underway pretty quickly. The Tigers. They lead by 2 and there's 13 minutes to play. Audrey Urey looks like she's about to be injected back into the game. And again, they kick down and it's picked up by Chelsea Toby Smith, and Tiana Raitt has dropped the ball. So, chance now for the Tigers to work this out from their own end as Marley Skinner Parai is up over the 30 and makes a good run for her team. Armani Cook into acting half this time, gives it to Barakat, and Scarlett's up over the 40. Has her head pushed into the turf by Raitt. We're going to go to that left-hand side again. Munawar comes at the line, Jinx pauses, and then becomes easy meat for St Mary's. As going for a run is Havana Cook. Oh, she can run. She can really run, this kid. And she's up over the 20. She'll play the ball. They've got numbers if they can get it to the right. They throw the ball out wide. Hussein, there's numbers out here. They get it out to Curtis. Tries to get the ball away. And that ball has been picked up and given 6 again. Curtis will go into acting half. Slow play the ball, but they've got a fresh set of 6. The ball goes to Hussein. She's got Cook with her. Oh, Armani Cook, big hit. Oh, wow, Numata rocks Cook backwards. Here goes Skinner Parai, showing it. Going for a run, and she's going to be tackled just short of the line. In goes Armani Cook to acting half. She's going to get the ball out. They get it out to Munawar. She's got support. Long ball. Oh, it's going to go into touch. So, no, she's picked it up inside the field of play. They've still got the ball, the Tigers. As Barakat goes for a run. She's tackled inside the 10. Last tackle. They've wasted a couple of tackles then. Munawar. She goes to kick and then decides to run. And St Mary's are awake to that. And they tackle her just short of the line. That could have been a big turning point in the game if the Tigers had been able to slip over again, stretch the lead to 6, maybe 8. And now it's St Mary's who have to work this out from their own end. Good run from acting half, gets the ball up 18 metres out from St Mary's line. As Jocelyn Chawala gets involved, and she's got her side outside the 30. Now the referee's going to get involved. Jocelyn lost it. And said the Tigers pulled that one out. So Chelsea Toby Smith, who can kick the ball a mile, will find touch. No, she does not find touch. So ball comes back to the Tigers. And Sienna Munawar is tackled 42 metres out. Skinner Parai gives it to Armani Cook, who gets the ball out to Audrey Uri. Uri is tackled just short of the 40. Hussein barking orders, wanting the football. She gets it. She's got players coming underneath as Reggae Skinner Parai this time taking on the defence. Referee telling her to go back towards the 40 and play it. They go to Hussein again. Hussein gives it to Curtis. Oh, Curtis hit a bone-jarring tackle by Numata. They'll play it. And they head back to Armani Cook, who gets the ball to Munawar and then to the other Cook. This is Havana. And she's tackled inside the 30. They're going to go the left-hand side again. Munawar, she's got numbers. She comes to the defensive line. She's caught with the ball. So it's going to be St Mary's football. 12-10 in favour of the Tigers. We're inside 10 minutes. And they're going to have to work this one out. Oh, straight through the line. Going through is Helen Gahu. And she's up over the 40 before they finally drag her to ground. Larkham with the ball this time and giving the ball out to Hudawai Valua. She's up over halfway. Starting to bend this Tigers defence. Now Brown's turn. She gets the ball away. Toby Smith, she shrugs off one tackle. She gets the ball out. Numata trying to get through. And she's tackled inside the 30. 6s and 7s, the defensive line as they go to Toby Smith. Ooh, dummies and runs over the top of one player. Finally succumbs to the tackle. Still 2 tackles left in this set. Larkham, she goes to the right, finds Brown. Brown gives the ball out, and again, this is Hudawai Valua, and she's starting to take players with her. And she's tackled on the 10. Larkham, they'll come back to, oh no, they're going to go to the right. They go out to wide, and they find McQueenie, who's got some support. They get the ball out even wider, trying to get in over the top for another try. Is Hudawai Valua, but she's held up. Well, they had support. Giselle Thompson-Lavetti ran with the ball a long way and finally gave the ball out to Amelia, and she's been caught on last tackle. So the Tigers now got to wait for a dummy half. Going towards that sideline, that's a gutsy play. Is Pulfizi Katoa, who's tackled just inside the 20. Got to come back away from that sideline as Cook, the Havana variety, is tackled. Need to get her out in the clear. As now they're going to come back, and this time it's Armani Cook. And she's up towards the 30. Starting to burn through a few tackles in this set. They give it to Hussain, and she decides to put the kick through. Again, Pilato charging through the ball, bounce back, bouncing up, finally picked up by Shayla Curtis. She'll play it. A couple of times they've tried that, and it's nearly come off. Toma Falifa in there to make the tackle on Barakat as Marley Skinner-Parai runs into the defence, and she runs into Ava. Just dropped to the floor. They're going to go to the left. The ball goes out to Cook, who gets Audrey Urey back on the inside, and she's picked up and dumped on her backside. They go to the left-hand side. There's numbers here. Cook running at the defensive line. Looked to pass, but went inside the 30. Still tackles up their sleeve. They're going to come back towards, not great service. It comes off the legs of Hussain, who gives it to Barakat, and Barakat is tackled last. There's still 6 minutes to play in this game. They go back to the left. The ball goes to Munawar. Little kick over the top. She's chasing through. Ball bounces away, but it's been picked up by St Mary's, and now they're going to run it out of their own end. As Sage McQueenie goes for a run, and she's backslammed. We've seen some great defence in this game. And again, another big, strong run coming from Jocelyn To'ala. And she's up over the 30. She's still wrestling with them. A little bit of push and shove between her and Hussain. They're going to come to the left. Toby Smith, short ball, gives it to Newmata. She bumps off one, and they're going to say forward pass. Touch judge was all over that. So, 5.5 minutes to play. Toongabbie 12, St Mary's 10. And the Tigers have the ball 30 metres out from St Mary's line. So, Bella Hussain telling the girls to calm down. And getting over there to pack into the scrum. Amani Cook will lock it. She's going to pick it up at the base of the scrum and get the ball out to Nosy Tui Pilato. And she's tackled just outside the 20. They go to the left. Munawar back on the inside, gives it to Havana Cook. Cook is pushed sideways and dumped to the turf just outside the 20. Skinner-Parai comes back to Cook. And Cook straight through. She comes to the fullback, and she's over the top and scores. The Toongabbie Tigers again score. Oh, there's some happy coaches down on the sideline too. Wow, Armani Cook in those bright yellow boots. Try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. Now they can wipe some time off the clock, stretch this lead to 8, and that might be all she wrote. They have played so well, the girls, this afternoon, led by Sienna Munawar. Ella Hussain has been great. And Scarlett Barakat. Kate Pilato with a couple of stunning tries. Had to show great hands in both of them. She nearly dropped the first one. She had to go for a second attempt. And then the second try, of course, was that chasing the kick through that she bumped up in the air and caught on the second occasion. So, well, Scarlett's read the book on how to waste a little bit of time. Get this one lined up. This is a super important kick. Now, referee's going to call time off. So, Barakat kicks it. Okay. Marys have got to throw caution to the wind. They trail by 8. There's less than 3 to play. We go on the short kick-off, or trying to find touch. Clock ticking. 2.5 minutes to play. Toby Smith. No, she's going down deep. She's going to try and make the Tigers work it out of their own end. As the ball bounces, going back to pick it up. Anosi Tuipolotu. She beats Toby Smith and then runs into a couple of green jerseys and won't go any further. Clock's ticking in under 2 minutes now. Ball goes to Cook. And Armani runs into the defensive line. And she can't get much further than the 20-metre line. Skinner Parai has got the same. It gives it to Reggae Skinner Parai. And she's picked up and dumped. They've ripped the ball out. So there'll be another 40 seconds. This game's over. It's 18 points to 10. This is going to be a good win for Parramatta. It's been all Penrith on this number 1 field so far. But they're going to draw one back in the Battle of the West. So, ball's going to go to Hussain. And she gives it to Reggae Skinner Parai, who just charges into the defence. She only knows one way, Reggae. Marley goes for a run from dummy half. Gives the ball out to Armani Cook. Dancing off that left foot. There's only 60 seconds to go in this one. They go to the left. They give it to Munawar. Back underneath. As they try and get inside the 40. Yuri. Again, Skinner Parai goes to Munawar. They get it out to Cook. She's back slammed. 40 seconds left in this one. They lead by 8. They're home and hosed. Munawar gives it to Yuri. Yuri runs into the defensive line. They've stripped it. 2 in the tackle. Well, might as well wipe this clock. Sienna will take the tap. Armani wants a piece of the football. No. Audrey says, I'll take it. Yuri runs into the defensive line. I'm trying to pinch that one. Yuri slowly to her feet. Skinner Parai gets the ball out to Hussain. Gets the ball out to Barakat. That's been touched and it's picked up now by St Mary's. But referee blows full time. And in a surprising win, the Toongabbie Tigers 18 have beaten St Mary's 10. 3 tries to 2. Caitlin Pilato scored 2 for the Tigers. Armani Cook 1. And Scarlett Barakat had a great day with the boot, kicking 3 from 3. 10 points for St Mary's. Try to Ava Putawai Valor and a try to Amelia Putawai Valor. And Chelsea Toby Smith kicking 1 from 2, but the one she did kick was an absolute ripper. So, congratulations to the Tigers. The St Mary's side had only had 4 points scored against them all season, and that was in round 1. They're for and against for the year, 536 to 4. And they won their grand final 60-0. And the Tigers get the game, or get the job done against St Mary's. So well done to the Toongabbie Tiger girls. Game's brought to you by ITF Hire. They deliver premium portable toilets, temporary fencing and Class A hoarding, backed by reliable service and competitive pricing, trusted by builders, event organisers and projects of all sizes. ITF Hire keeps your site moving. Congratulations to the Tigers. Plenty more action out here at Kellyville. And looking forward to the rest of this afternoon and, of course, into tomorrow as well.